FaZe. Not the Xayah, wants to go for that Kai'Sa. Has the shield of the ultimate and the reposition. Works out quite well there. I really like what JDG...
This changed the script a little. FaZe has got himself a cult, so he'll be scaling up to try and get himself relevant into the game as well. And FaZe against the enemy team called BLG are going to have to heads up about that.
Cult cashing in at about 50 CS as well, which gets a bit interesting to track. Rub being started by JDG, but it's leaving Xiaoshu out potentially to dry as the Infernal Rupture comes on forwards, and Xiaoshu will go on down. Infernal, by the matter of the fact that Xiaoshu is going straight to hell there. Volcanic
Strength to this dragon.
Being in, dragging down. 25% of HP, watch Scout the flag. Wajo going in on a double pulverize with the flash. Decent turnaround. The Temper Fate buys time. Over the wall goes Knight and turns around on the Scout. Cataclysm from Should. They've lost Jungler in the form of Shadow, who's already dead. Backside though goes Finn is on, tries to find the time with the magical journey, will not find anyway as Pays survived the attempt on his life, and Finn now caught up in the middle of nowhere. Knight caught by the flag and the drag goes back through the magical journey, but to what end? Gets a combo, but it's a triple kill to Xiaoshu's Rumble.
Draw and Scout start the fight so incredibly well for JDG, and this was our worry. Elk even getting mashed in the mid lane.
Man.
Xiaoshu takes his 4th kill of the fight, a delayed quadra kill.
Cashed in now from Pays as well, so that gold lead has just expanded there to about 600, 1,000 gold lead towards Xiaoshu's Rumble. Shun as well, very well involved. In fact, he and the Rumble are both 100% KP, feeling very happy with this game.
Reminder, JDG, they have the objective advantage too. It's a dragon apiece, but the 3 grubs will really help JDG at points. Now, the next time that BLG look to cross map, JDG will have an extra sting in that tower taking potential too. What do we have coming up next? We have, a second, might have a play in the spot side. So just off a vision.
Yeah, he's just about to get interrupted. The killer instinct is just shy because the W missed. He's still going to die. I think he probably is. Just not going to go towards the Kai'Sa head, but pulverize, and the flag brings down eventually on Shadow. Now potentially in danger himself. They get a hero's entrance for that.
Stop ult is fought by JDG. Now that might be a little bit too far, but a quick kill onto On, who thought perhaps he was safe because he has Flash, he has the magical journey, sees just the lone Alistar and thinks that's fine, does not see the Jarvan behind him. Betrayed in the mid lane here, but it does have a bit of turnaround.
Then flashing for some damage there. Stunned from Knight, courtesy of the TP behind the Xiaoshu is humbled by a solid TP in from BLG.
Okay, public enemy number 1 taken down by BLG. They'll take down that Jarvan. Shun almost lane, use it to get a kill, push that tower. Scout was doing this in 2023 against JDG in summer. That was his macro innovation. Knight uses it against his team now. Sky, of course, he has that 3 grubs. First turret, I believe, went to the site. Didn't go to JDG.
It went to BLG, but it didn't matter because JDG with the Herald have already managed to pick up some Versace's and are wearing some lovely heels right now.
I did wonder. I thought, hang on a second. I thought, BLG got that one. But the 3 grubs, they have the 3 grubs. They won't take this dragon fight, instead giving more gold over towards that Rumble in the top lane.
And again, that mid lane turret is nearly dead, courtesy of Paige shoving as well, so I think I'd rather get this wave shoved in. Help that turret go down top side. Just play this a little slower. It's not like BLG are in the best spot right now. Can interrupt it? No, they can't. Joe tries to look for the flag and the drive, but the TP out now means actually Shadow's in danger on his own Raptors. Redemption comes on down. Flash out from Shadow, stays alive. Tibbers is there whacking people in the backside, and everyone does stay alive. Teleport interrupt not successful. That means the top lane turret stand.
JDG, they see the teleport animation coming up on top lane and they think, okay, we can look for a fight. They didn't exactly know where Bin was, but they knew enough to start things off. And while they don't get kills, they will get themselves access to that mid lane turrets. That's 2 of the outer ring position out in test.
Got a 2-item Kai'Sa who is shredding through this real fast. I'm not seeing smites around quite yet. On is here, has got Spellbook, no spite on it. George trying to body block. Tempered Fate is not going to be quite enough. I think Smite secures it. Caller Force gone to George, who's probably going to die as a result of the body blocking. But who else is going to die? It's Elcon the Corky. Why are you there?
That is the question everyone has to ask. Shun will jump forwards. Bin has Flash, might be able to escape with it.
Gonna try and find the angle for the flash head, but pulverized. Bin gets through the magical journey, but the rest of his team not in a great spot. Does escape. Bad from BLG in terms of the retreat. The problem is they've still lost a member, they've still lost Anagon, they'll still lose their rep bar. 2 seconds. Dragon spawn on the flank angle will be spotted up by that ward going on down. Both clone and real Wukong. BLG having to force their way into the river here. Scout on the flank angle is going to be spotted out.
Yeah, they'll see him nice and cleanly there. JDG Do have a fairly tanky Galio to play around. It's quite hard to shut him down on the flank at this point. JDG holding the objective right now. Redemption used to spot out the people in the brush.
So that we force back off that BLG. Have managed to get into the river at least. Shun looking for potential angle over the wall. Fall of the Forge God. Forces a slight retreat. Jaw. Low. Oh! Blasted before he could press ultimate. He was caught in the middle of the air. 3,000 HP on the Dragon. Shun at the back of the pit. Definitely going out. And BLG will earn themselves a soul point.
The arm wrestle goes the way of BLG this time. Is Pace going to be able to escape? Yes. Yes, he is. BLG managed to find themselves a good fight despite the fact that multiple flanks were open. They still did finish third in our league, and the difference between top 4 and the rest of the league was pretty significant, really, across the LPL. BLG, we can criticize them an awful lot, but that was a much better fight for them. And JDG are still coming in as the lower seed here.
Raw goes over the wall, headbutt pulverized on just about magical journey away. Could possibly finding out from his knight is in so much danger. Has to flash away. Survive. Equalizer. Redemption is not enough. Scout surviving on the front as the shielded round comes down, and Shadow also falls. Jungle mid down. Baron is up, and JDG will surely be looking at it.
I think they have to, right? There's a teleport in from Scout to make sure that mid lane is pushed. Do they go towards the Baron afterwards? Surely you have to. With 30 seconds on the death times, you have a 2.5 item Kai'Sa gunning it down, a Lianfreeze and a Blood Lattice as well. That will be an uncontested Baron. JDG lose the Dragon fight quite handily, but BLG mess up it. And Shadow goes in, trying to bail out a play with his already lost. Now, I think it's bad enough losing in mid lane. Losing the jungle afterwards loses you the Baron. That is the killer moment.
Can't Baron now down to significant petal advantage. George does go forwards here. He's in a 1v3 and seems not to care. Of course, doesn't have a Kai'Sa in the back pocket. Smite burn. Scout now going beyond the turret to threaten and gets a taunt onto On. That'll be a dead Bard. Nowhere to go. No magical journey allowed to be put down.
The switch switched to off. JDG, good picks in the side lane. BLG, they have been really struggling to make things work through side lanes. The entire split. Knights dying there was so important for JDG, and they're starting to roll across. Flag drag, dunk under the turret.
Cataclysm down, gonna buy a lot of damages. The spicy hot pot is spicy indeed. Killer instinct. And the Acathian Rain secures another 3, and I think BLG might just have lost the game.
Where has JDG been this entire split? This has been clean engages, great follow-up, and JDG have roared to life here in the first game of playoffs.
Exceptional stuff. It's been clean, it's been calculated. Bit of the cost of Soul Point, but not Soul. Elk is once again looking like game for the menu for the hunters of Gen.G Gaming, who strike first in this series of Bilibili Gaming. They chose this team and might be regretting it by the time the series